Alright, it's been kind of difficult to find these in the US, but it's finally time to take a look at the newest offerings from Chapman Guitars. Being in the YouTube space, they've been one of my favorite brands for a while, but I think the last one that I tried out was all the way back in 2019. So hopefully this is a good guitar, and hopefully this is a good video. Or not, you're already here, let's hang out. Whatever happens, happens at this point. Hey guys, it's Hunter, welcome back to another video. This is an ML1 hybrid standard from Chapman Guitars, started by some dude a few of you may be familiar with if you've been on the guitar internet before. This is from their more affordable range, but I can already tell it's got some cool stuff going on. Let's take a closer look. Hey guys, Hunter from the future here. I'll be popping in later as well, but I realized in editing I forgot to mention Chapman was gracious enough to send over this ML1 hybrid for us to check out together and to sponsor the video. Weird little flow interruption over, back to the video. So let's plug it in, get some first impressions, write a demo track. I'm running through the Neural DSP SLO plugin. It's literally guitar into the DAW, so as little as possible in between the guitar and the tone that you're hearing. Not gonna lie to you, that's got some chunk to it. This neck is crazy. Like in general, I love rolled edges, and Chapman guitars are known for having rolled edges standard, but like I'm pretty sure this is even more rolled than my ML2 Pro. You know what? Actually, let me check. Oh, yeah, definitely. Look at this top though, I love this guitar. Anyways, back to the one we're actually supposed to be talking about. Crazy. It kind of reminds me of like a really old Fender or something. These bridge saddles are like really smooth too. Really good for palm muting. That's like actually really nice. I will say I really like the size of the frets. Like with the roasted maple, rounded edges, this is a great feeling neck. The fretwork is good. I'm not finding any dead spots. They're flush with the fingerboard and everything. So comfort-wise, they're awesome. They do need to be repolished though. Like there's already a decent amount of like oxidization going on, and as I'm playing, as I'm bending, there's a lot of like crap falling off the frets. That's a great sound. And like the oxidization isn't just on the frets, it's like also on the pole pieces. Doesn't seem to affect the sound though, so c'est la vie. You know what? This might be a good time to test the trem bar. Alright, does it hold tune? Overall, for new strings, not bad. All right, let's write a demo track. So I came up with this riff a while back that I've been meaning to revisit. For some reason, this seems like the right guitar to do it with. So it goes... And then there was like one other riff that went with it. And that's basically all I got right now. I ordered it a long time ago, didn't really know what to do with it, so shelled it for a long time. You're all guitarists, you know what I'm talking about. So the first thing I'm thinking for that first riff, when it's going for the octave, we can harmonize that, and we can keep going up to like build the tension. So that would sound something like something like that. It's like dogs fighting out there, construction happening outside. F it, it's a city apartment. This is what you pay a high rent for, to be in the thick of things. Anyways, songwriting. And then maybe in the middle we can have like a pseudo breakdown thing. Let's figure out a rhythm. Not feeling that. Maybe something stupid, like all heavily noise-gated gallops. I forgot the word there for a second. Yep, sounds pretty stupid to me. Let's go with that. All right, I think we've come up with enough for me to go away, work on the demo track off camera. So let's jump into a full produced mix, hear what it sounds like in that context, and then I'll meet you back here for some final thoughts. Let's get into it. Alright, so just a few final thoughts. This plays so well. And what sets this apart from other guitars in that 500 to 800 mid-tier is that Chapman guitars, and I noticed this on the ML2 Modern I tried a while back, the fingerboard has really emphasized rounded edges. Like Kenny G, when he's in the approximate vicinity of a saxophone, they are smooth. I don't know why I included that line, that was really dumb. But yeah, it doesn't have those sharp, uncomfortable fingerboard edges you used to get with pretty much most imports. Nowadays, and I think Chapman guitars was one of the first I can remember to really champion rolled fingerboard edges with import guitars. Like, I remember they made a big deal about that with their Pro Series when it launched in 2017, I'm pretty sure, and I was really impressed with the rolled edges on the ML2 Standard V2 in 2019 as well. By the way, Future Hunter in editing here. Hey, hope everyone's doing well. When I was going back and looking up clips for this, it inspired me to go pick up my ML2 Pro Still love that guitar, cannot wait for it to come back into the lineup. But as I was saying, nowadays it's more common to have rounded fingerboard edges, but not nearly to the extent it is on the ML1 Hybrid. And definitely not in this sub $1,000 price range. And even above $1,000, like I've very rarely come across a guitar with fingerboard edges this rounded. I mean, as a point of example, smooth rolled edges is something Fender touts as a big marketing point for their $1,500 American Professional 2s, and they aren't even this rounded. This is uncommonly next level. Feels broken in a good way. It is very, very comfortable. And that's really the theme with this guitar. The spec sheet isn't mind-blowing on paper, it's good. The main thing I find with this guitar though is it is just so comfortable to play. We've already talked about the rolled fingerboard edges, but the neck too. Now compared to other modern focused Super Strats, it's probably not what you'd think. It doesn't feel the same as the other main players in the affordable roasted maple modern Super Strat space. I'm talking, for example, your Ibanez AZs, your Charvel DKs. For a modern style Super Strat, this neck has a fair amount of chunk. The specs have it listed as 22mm thickness at the 1st fret, 24.5 at the 12th fret. Compare that to both the Ibanez and the Charvels, which have about 20 to 22. I'll be honest, I have no idea what that is in inches or freedom length units we move. Only 2mm doesn't seem like a big difference on paper, but combined with the rolled fingerboard edges, this definitely has a little bit of a vintage vibe going on. It's unique in that way. Vintage inspiration, but with modern features where it counts. The fact that the neck and fingerboard are roasted maple, that's when they remove all the moisture for better stability. The 2-point trem instead of 6 for smoother movement. The neck cutaway, it's a little uninspired, like it could be rounded a bit more, but it does the job. Didn't have a problem with upper fret access, because I don't really play lead. Just pointing it out for the shreddy boys. Oh, and I haven't even talked about appearance. No flaws with the fit and finish. I'll be honest with you though, I don't really like these super bright and saturated color fades. However, credit where credit is due. It is unique. Like there's something about these purples and blues that Chapman has really made their own. Even from a distance, you can tell this is a Chapman ML1, not an Ibanez AZ, definitely not a Charvel. And to have a modern style Super Strat visually stand out and be identifiable at a distance is 100% an accomplishment. Now the figuring of the top, it's awesome. I remember just a few years ago, if you got a flame maple or quilt maple veneer on an import, in general, it was gonna look, well, pretty to be honest. Flat, no depth, poor figuring, washed out colors. On this unit, the veneer here has some nice tiger striping going on, works well especially with the bright colors. The pickups are proprietary Chapmans, and I actually quite like them because they just work. In general, a big fan of an HSS pickup configuration. It gives you a lot of tones to play around with. The bridge humbucker sounds good for the dirty rhythms, while the single coils are great for your clear and chimey clean and lead sounds. These pickups just seem to be down for whatever I need them to do. And for someone that spends a lot of time recording and playing through all sorts of guitars, I've learned that that is not something you can always take for granted. So yeah, while I was playing the ML1 Hybrid, while I was spending all the time recording the demo track, I kind of forgot this was a sub $1,000 guitar. The way it feels to play is just really, really nice. Like, I cannot emphasize how good the roasted maple neck with ultra rolled edges is. I was just playing it for hours when I was supposed to be working on the demo. It's just so comfortable. No issues with tuning stability, and there are rarely any issues with tuning stability if a guitar's got a Graphtec nut. Shout out to the nut masters. So even though the looks really aren't my thing, the playability allowed me to just get carried away with it. And that is pretty much the highest praise you can give to any guitar. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. These are of course just my opinions. I would love to know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Also subscribe, hit the notification bell. That really helps out the channel and helps me get gear on here for us to check out together. Speaking of which, big thanks to Rob and the Chapman Guitars team for sending this guitar over for us to check out together. And of course, Luke has done an amazing job with the demo track. Social media, merch, and Discord server links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.